Okay, we're gonna start with that ball between the knees. Walk the legs closer together like you're pressing air out of the ball. And we start with some squats. We're gonna come down, pull the arms through. Inhale, exhale, down and up. We're gonna go a little quicker, get a little warmer. And 5, 4, 3, 2, stay low. Now tuck that tail, pull that navel in, and clasp those hands and give me little pulses here. More weight back on those heels. You should be able to lift your toes at any time. Proud chest, you're balancing that dinner plate on top of your head. And we'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the ball under the foot. You're gonna mirror me. Oh boy, balance already. We're gonna bend both knees. We're gonna slide that foot out and in and stand back up with your standing leg. Okay, so try that again. We'll bend, we roll it out, we roll it in, we stand up. Bend, a little, in a little, stand tall. Inhale, exhale, inhale to exhale. You can also do this without the ball. Just tap your toe out to the side and out and in. One more and out and in and stand tall. Okay, other side. So we take the ball underneath the other foot. We bend both knees. We slide this leg out. We bring it in. We stand up. You have to make sure these inner thighs are engaged to support that balance and to give support to your knee. Out, in, bring it up. Bend, out, in. Woo! Inhale, exhale, inhale. One more, bend, out, in, and return. Straddle that ball with those feet. Press air out of that ball. Give me a nice big inhale up. And then we're going to round down. Exhale. Grab onto that ball. Pull yourself up. Bring those arms straight up. And we start by rolling down again, keeping those arms right next to your ears. Place it between the feet. Press into that ball. Pull yourself back up. Sweep those arms up. Inhale. Round forward as you exhale. Grab onto that ball. Press into the sides of that ball and bring it all the way up. Take your legs nice and wide. And we're going to take that ball into one hand. Good. I'm going to press around and pass it. Press it around and pass. Out and around. Tuck that tail nice and tall in the spine. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Bring it around and pause. Now reverse it. The opposite hand brings it back and around. Inhale to exhale. Don't look down. Don't let that neck get squirrely. Keep those shoulders in those back pockets. We're also going to be using, for those who just walked in, loop bands today. And they're right back there if you need one. Last one here. And take that ball against the thigh and bring that hand behind your head. We're going to roll that ball down and bring it up. We inhale. So bend those knees more so you're making a shell for this ball to roll across. The hips are staying in a straight line, and you should be looking straight ahead. Work on that alignment in that neck. And we're going to go for 3 more, inhaling and exhaling. 2 more, over and up. And 1 more, and switch sides. Arm is long, knees are bent. I side stretch, bring it up. Inhale to exhale. Take your time. Feel the length and the side of that body as you stretch to the side. We'll go for 3. Feel the obliques pulling you back up. And 2. And 1. All right, so we're going to turn. Wherever that ball was, we're turning towards that ball. I want you to take that ball and place it on the floor behind you. And I want you to have your bottom of your shin resting on that ball. So I have one hand on the mat and one hand on my thigh to give me support. I'm going to bring this ball towards me and out a little. In, out, in, out, in, and out. Keep your belly pulling in. I'm rounded more in my spine. Now I'm going to go for 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now lengthen that leg slowly all the way out. The opposite hand's leg will be flat on the mat. The other hand's going to sweep out to the side and up to the ceiling. You're going to follow it. Thread the needle, come back down. Bring it back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, thread through, follow. Last one here. Thread it and release. I want you to pike that seat up. Both legs are going to straighten. You're going to lower that torso towards that thigh. I want you to walk your hands to the center of the mat. Hold here. Let the head be heavy. Elbows can bend. Feeling that stretch in the lower body. And we're going to turn to face the opposite direction. So now we're on the opposite leg. I'll roll that ball back so it's at the base of my shin. One hand on the floor, one hand on my thigh. We'll roll that ball in and out. In. So I'm not completely straightening that leg. I exhale to come in, inhale to return. That's it. Take your time. Inner thighs are still working here. Keep your tail low. Don't have it piking up. We're not pressing that leg all the way out. For 3, and 2, and 1. Lengthen that leg all the way out. Opposite hand as foot's on the mat. The other arm is going to reach out to the side, sweep up to the sky. Thread the needle through. Let's inhale as we come up. Exhale, thread through. 2 more, please. Inhaling and exhaling. And 1 more. Inhaling and exhaling. Hands to the floor. Hold here. Pike up your seat. Straighten both legs. Walk your hands to face the middle again. Legs are straight. Elbows are bent. Head's going heavy towards the mat. Good. And then lengthen your arms. Grab back onto your ball and pull yourself up from your core for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Mirroring me, put the ball in this hand, okay? We're going to side lunge, bring it underneath, and then bring it straight up. Same thing. Underneath that thigh, and bring it straight up. Proud chest, looking straight ahead. I'm not alternating. I'm staying to one side. I inhale, side lunge, exhale, lift. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. I come under and pass and come straight up. Side lunge, proud chest. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. We go for 3. Head up. We're lunging and straightening. 2. Hold it here and settle into a plie. Melt those shoulders, pull that navel in, tuck your tail, and tiny little pulses. Now, as you're pressing up, press into your ball, into that ball. 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me 8 more here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. I want you to lift one heel, put it down, other heel, put it down. So I'm taller in the spine. Neck is also in line with that spine. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Now next time you raise the heel, pull the ball to the crown of the head, put the heel down, press back up. Everything moves, everything stops. Moves, stops. Bend, straighten, lift the heel, lower the heel. You got it. Squeeze those back muscles. Good. Give me 4 more here. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and straighten the legs and lower the arms. Okay, bring it all the way down to the mat. Grab onto those weights. The ball is going to come behind you, way up top, towards your shoulder blades. My arms are going to reach long like they're holding candlesticks. Chin to your chest, you're flexing at the abdominals. We're going to float one leg up and place it down. The other foot will float. So a float means it's controlled. It's not very fast. If this is hurting your neck, you can either slide the ball higher up to be a pillow for your head or get rid of the ball completely. Good. Now, feet stay down. I'm going to bring my arms straight up and then straight down. I'll inhale up. I'll exhale down. Lift. So the abdominals are in flexion right now. Chin is to chest, eyes to navel. Yep, we lift straight up and reach long. Next time I bring these arms down, I'm going to tabletop my legs. And here we go. Hold the tabletop. We're going to lift up again and down. If this is too challenging, place the feet back down. We always make things harder as we go. You pick what level you are today. Now take the arms up, circle out, sweep back in. Bring it up, circle, sweep in. Lift up, circle, sweep it in. Moving your arms from those back muscles, hold at the top. Let's reverse that. We'll come down, open, and lift. Inhale to exhale. Good. Down, open, and around. Down, open. Give me one more, please. Down, open, and around. Turn the palms to face forward. I want you to tap your right toes down when you bend your elbows and press up. Left. Inhale. Exhale. Eyes to navel or move that ball further up. And press. As my toes tap down, my elbows go down. Good. Let's go for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the elbows in. Draw the knees in like a frog. I'm going to press my arms straight as my legs go up to 45 and then bend and bring the knees back in. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, and then bring it back in. We're going to inhale out, exhale in. Lengthen, scoop, squeeze your seat, wrap those thighs. Inhale, exhale, 3 more. Anchor that belly deeper as you're going away. 2 more, pressing out and returning. And last one, press out and return. Release the weights, feet go down, hands go behind the head, elbows are wide. Your legs are 1 fist width apart. Let's go over the ball on an inhale. Exhale, curl it up. And again, inhale, elbows are wide. Exhale, curl. Feel the stretch. Feel the strength. Feel the abdominals working to pull you up. The fingers are not helping lift that head at all. They are basically just there to cradle your neck. Inhale and exhale. 4 more. Inhale. 2, exhale. 3 more. Down and lift. And 1 more. Hold it up. Tiny little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. Tabletop your right leg. Pulse again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. See if you can straighten that leg straight up. Pulse for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're crunching in. Pause. Back to your table. Pulse 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Foot down and stretch over the ball. Good. Draw that chin to your chest. Engage the core to lift back up. And we're going to want you to pulse 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're tiny. Think of in more than up. Hold it, float the left leg up, pulse here. Can you start to feel that burn in your center yet? Okay, just checking. 4, we're so quiet. 3, 2, but not really. Hold, zip that leg straight up if able, pulse. And you're more than welcome to stay with your foot down or your leg in a table. And we go for 4, 3, 2, hold, tabletop that leg again, pulse, 8, 7, 6, good, 5, 4 more, shh, shh, shh. Foot down and stretch over. I'm going to let my arms reach out to the side, my head go back. That might not be for your neck. And my hands will go back behind my head. I nod my chin to my chest. I straighten my legs and I sit up. Okay, grab onto that ball and place it behind your right knee. Okay, reach those arms long. So try to sit up, up, up on top of those sits bones. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, melt halfway down. And we're going to try and lift this leg towards the center and then tap your toes. Now, if this is not working for your back, remove the ball from the leg, put it behind you, give yourself some support. 4, good. 3, yep. 2, and 1, and bring yourself back up. Straighten that leg, put the ball behind the other leg. Reach the arms long and round back. Melt those shoulders. And we lift. And we lift. Good. Scoop deep. Zip in and up. Shoulders are always to the rib cage. Shh. Good. And we go for 4. Watch that lower back. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Tip yourself up. Grab that ball and lengthen your legs and stretch. Grab onto the sides of the ball and roll back all the way down. And we're going to bend those knees and place the ball underneath our pelvis, not the arch of the lower back. When you've got yourself balanced up on that ball, draw your knees in like a frog, so you're in Pilates stance. Your knees are as wide as your shoulders. Your tail is nice and long. Your heels are connected. Reach those legs long, inner thighs wrap around, and then separate those knees to the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop. Feel the back of your body firing as you press these legs out. Your heels never separate. Good. With control. More advanced, you wouldn't be going too high to the ceiling. You'd be going a little lower. And the lower you are, the more you got to wrap those thighs and fire those glutes. We inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. We're going to go for 4. Good. 3, 2. Now hold it out here. Parallel the feet and the legs. And we're going to do teeny tiny little skis. Forward, up and down. You can think of it as scissors, skiing, just teeny tiny little moves. And you're trying to work from that belly, from that core, not letting the pelvis shift around or the back or the hips. And we're going to go for 8, 7, scoop deeper, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hug those knees in. Zip those legs straight up, arms go to your side, Pilates stance. We're going to lower for 3, down, 2, 3, zip it up. Inhale, 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 shh. Lower, 2, 3, and lift. Down, 2, 3, lift it up. We're going to go for 4 more, and you're only going as low as that pelvis is staying in place. 2 more, inhale down, exhale up. We'll bring it down, and we'll bring it up. Now the right leg is going to come towards you, and the left leg will go equally away from you. So we're holding this scissor. Now bring both legs together. And now the left leg will come towards you, and the right leg goes equally away from you. Bring both legs up to center, pause. Right leg towards you, left leg away. Bring it up and together. Switch, left leg towards you, right leg away. Awesome. We inhale to move, exhale to come back to center. Inhale, scoop, exhale. Reach and connect. And reach and connect. One more each leg. Last one here. And then frog those knees in and give a tug. We're going to take those feet to the floor. Bridge up, roll that ball out, and take your time lowering that spine down. Good. I want you to cross your ankles, rock yourself up, and come all the way into a quadruped position. Okay, so our first plank. All right, so we're in our third week of Planksgiving. So that means we have increased our time each week, okay? So I want you to stay strong. Know when you should modify. You can always come to a quadruped position here. If you're in a full plank, you can always lower your knees and go to modified. And if you're really struggling, stretch back and take a big stretch and then meet us back up on the mat, okay? So I'm going to start you off in a regular plank. You can pick forearms, extended arms, knees on, knees off. You're going to pick it. Squeeze lemons in the armpit. Send the tail long. Crown the head is long. Another way you can modify this quickly is just to have one knee come down as a little kickstand and then take it back up when you're ready. So that's another way to modify, right? Two knees are always welcome to come down. Don't forget, we have to get breathing into a pattern. We don't just stay here and hold our breath. So see if you can pike your seat up for 2 and then lower your hips for 2. We'll pike it up, inhale, exhale, lower it down. Lifting it up, bringing it down. Watch the arms and the shoulders up and down. We pike it up, we take it down. Now I'm going to add on to this. I'm going to pike it up. Coming down, I'm going to draw my right knee forward. Take that leg back, pike it up. Take your left knee forward. Pike it up, right knee. Inhaling up, exhaling in. Pike it up, bring it in. How we doing? We doing okay? Okay, lift up, talk to me. Shh. I know you're focusing. You're trying to talk to me in nice words, right? I know what you're thinking. Pike it up, drive it in. Come on, you only have a couple reps left. Drive, and piking it up is giving those abs a tiny little break, not much. You only have, as of right now, 10 seconds. It's doable. You can always lower to those knees and just modify that plank. Last one, and drop your knee down and stretch back. Anybody have any idea how long you just went in that plank? 2 minutes. I probably told you before class, didn't I? Probably. Okay, so we're going to bring up with our ball in one weight. You're going to come all the way up. All the way up. All right, so make sure you're listening to right, left, okay? So my left hand's going to have the ball. My right foot is forward. I'm going to take that ball against my thigh. So if my left hand has the ball, which hand has the weight? The right. Okay, so I want you to hold this lunge. Make sure that your back heel is lifted. You're nice and tall in your spine. And your legs are in line with your hips. So you don't want this back leg too wide, right? You want to step back right in line with that hip. Center that heel so it's facing straight up, not turned out, okay? The ball pressing into your inner thigh is going to remind that inner thigh to stay active. Hold this lunge. We're going to do a side raise, out and down. 2, keep the ball tight. 3, keep your spine tall. 4, 5, balance issues. Let go of the ball, get to the wall. Put that hand on the wall. Good. Now continue, but we're going to lunge down and up. 8 more here. And 7. Good. 6. 5. Yep. Here's 4. And 3. And 2. Hold it on the down. Bring both hands forward. The weighted hand's going to row back. As it goes back out, take the ball and row. So it's weight, ball, weight, ball, weight, ball. Good. And we're going to go for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Bring that spine back tall again, both arms in and lower them down. We're going to sweep these arms up and then down. Palms face the ceiling, sweep them up and down. So it's going to try and throw off your balance a little bit because one side of your body is more weighted. If you feel yourself leaning, that's why. So it's more of a challenge to have different weights in the hands. 2 more. Lift up. Now hold it together. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. 6. Can you feel anything in your standing glute? Oh yeah. Here's 4. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring the ball down and step in. Switch it out. So you're going to step back with your right foot. The ball is on the inner thigh. Nice and tall on your spine. Back heel is raised. So the left hand has the weight. We do our side raise. 1. I'm only going parallel to the floor. Pull that belly in and up. Come on, lunge if you can, if your knees allow you. Get your back heel lifted. Don't turn that ankle out. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to add the lunge with it. We're going to go for 8. Keep pushing that ball. 7. It's a reminder of that inner thigh to be engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, bring it forward. So my weight will row back, and then the ball will come back. So it's weight, ball, weight, ball. That's it. I'm exhaling when that weight comes back. That's it. 8 and 7. Come on, kids. 6. Move. 5, 4, 3. Hold that balance. 2, 1. Both arms come down. Palms face forward. We're going to go up and down. Woo. 7. I know. I want to go sideways too. You got to fight it. You got to squeeze everything in your body. It works as a team. Look straight ahead, nice and tall in the spine. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Palms turned in. We bend the elbows and straighten. Inhale, exhale. 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the arms down and the feet in. Roll down, roll down. So the weight goes off to the side, the ball goes off to the side. Don't worry, we're not going into another timed plank, I promise. Oh no! Bend your knees, hands to the floor. We will step back though into a little plank. And then we're going to take the knees down to the floor. Melt the shoulders. So from the crown of your head to your tail, you should be in a diagonal. So no speed bump, we're in a diagonal, okay? Keeping the elbows pointing behind you. Bend the elbows down and then press back up. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Lower for 2, lift for 2. So common errors, people want their butt to stay. You got to think of your belly button staying with the rest of your body. It's going down to the floor as well. Inhale down. Exhale. Remember, the elbows are pointing behind you. Can you give me 3 more? Inhale down. Exhale up. Get your breathing into a pattern. Here's 2 more. Here's 1 more. And we'll stretch back. So would you rather have done that for 2 minutes? No. You see how nice I am? You don't realize it. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go back to our ball. And we're going to place it right at the top of our sternum and then lie on it. Okay? Anything done with a prop can be done without the prop. Okay. So I can't be too low or too high. I want to be able to drape over that ball a little bit. My shoulders and my elbows are in a straight line. I want you to press through your arms and lift up the chest. So I'm still looking down on my mat, okay? My shoulders are melted. Squeezing your seat, I want you to press your arms out to a T. Good. So my palms are facing the floor. Think of your pinkies having magnets on them, and they're going to try to connect behind you, lifting up that chest higher, and then bringing the arms out and lowering back down. Try that again. Pull back. You're going to squeeze your blades. I'm still looking down at my mat, and then come back down. Inhale as you pull. When you lift, you got to squeeze your booty a little bit more, and then exhale, lower. The arms never touch the floor again. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Now this time, inhale, pull back. Keep the lift. Exhale. The arms only return back to your T. Pull back and out to a T. So I'm staying lifted. My glutes are staying firing. My chest is up. I'm going to go for 4. If you need to get out of it sooner, get out of it. 3. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Last one. And then we'll drape and lower. Stretch back into a child's pose. Release that lower back. So really try to round because we just did a little bit of extension. And hopefully that went well for you. So we're going to come all the way down, grab your ball, and I want you to put the ball behind your right knee. So that leg obviously is going to stay bent or we'd lose our ball. So if you wouldn't have a ball and you wanted to add this little hamstring work, you could always roll up a towel and put it behind your knee, right? So I'm going to make a pillow with my hands, rest my head on my top hand. Now we have to be careful, and sometimes my hamstring cramps. You're going to try and be moving this leg from the glute, the core. Of course, the hamstring's working a little bit, but make sure that glute's really firing, and you're going to try and press the hips down. So I'm going to lift the leg up and place it back down. And 3. Try to keep the hips level. 4. No strain in the back, kids. 5. 6. I'm making sure I count on these because goodness gracious, I don't want to do too many. And I'm going to make sure I'm equal on both sides. This is 9. This is 10. Let's go for 2 more. 11 and 12. Grab onto the ball and lengthen that leg. 12 on the left. So place the ball behind the left thigh. Make your pillow. Relax the shoulders. Pull your navel in. Now pause for a second. You can't start this exercise tilted onto one hip and the other hip lifted, okay? So you want to try to have your hips equal. Here we go, lift. 1 and 2. Check in with your shoulders. I myself have a tendency to lift them up. 5. I'm counting with my fingers. Don't worry. If I start talking, I won't lose track. 7. 8. Exhale as you lift. 9. 10. Use that booty. 11 and 12 and release. Take the arms straight out in front of you. Legs are again fist width apart. Lengthen your arms, heel the hand on, fingertips reaching long. Now don't start with your shoulders all the way up to your ears, okay? Try to connect them to your back. And then we start to lift the chest. And the ball is coming towards us by our shoulders melting down. And then as you lower back down, exhale. Shoulders connect, lift up, inhale. My head's along for the ride. It lifts up, but it does not lead the parade. And again, use your breath. Inhale, melt those shoulders. Exhale as you come down. Can you give me 3 more? Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, lengthen. Just 2 more. Bringing it up, lengthening it long. And 1 more. Inhaling. And slowly reach it long. Child's pose once again. Okay, the good news is you are more than halfway through your workout. So stay strong, stay with me. Okay, let's go onto our seat, and you're going to need your weights and your ball. So we're going to do single leg bridges and some chest works. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to take the ball underneath my right foot. One weight in each hand. My other foot is flat to the mat. Now, once again, don't let the hamstrings get cramped. You've got to use your glutes, the core, anything touching the mat as an anchor, okay? All right, so I want you to first take the arms straight up. Shoulders are down. And I want you to lift up your hips. When you roll the ball out, bend your elbows. When you bring the ball back in, straighten the arms, keep them up, but you're going to lower down your hips. So arms stay up. They never go back down to the mat. Bridge up, 1. Roll out, lower the elbows. Bring it back in, elbows press back straight, and bridge down. So let's pick it up. And we go 1, 2, 3, and return. Inhale, exhale, inhale. In and out. Lift, bend, press, and down. Now this time we're going to lift, and we're going to do 8 out and ins in a row with the arms out, in, down, up. 3, 4. Here's 4. How about the inner thigh of your standing leg? Can you feel it engaged? 2 more. And 1. Bring the arms down and the seat. Switch the feet. Now this time I'm going to do flies instead of chest press, okay? So arms up, palms turned in, shoulders down, you know that. Inner thighs are engaged. I'm going to lift up into a bridge. Now when I roll the ball out, my arms go out to the side, chest fly. Come back in, lower your seat. Lift up, roll and reach the arms. Bring it back in, lower down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inner thighs, please. Inhale, exhale, lift and lower. Glutes, inner thighs, chest, abs, back, shoulders. It's all working. Now hold this one up or go out and in 8 times. 8, 7, 6, stay strong. 5, here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms and lower your bridge. Release the weights, grab the ball with your feet and hug those knees into your chest. Nicely done. We're going to rock ourselves up. Okay, take the ball right behind you. Knees are bent. So it's just going to touch against you. Now, hopefully, if you're not using one of my balls, using your own, hopefully it's not real full. Otherwise, they start to roll. That's why I have a lot of air out of mine. Okay? So you want to have a little bit of air out of that ball. My legs, 1 fist width apart. Reach the arms long, palms turned in. I'm not touching the ball right now, so I come up taller. So I want you to nod the chin to your chest, scoop your belly. I'm going to fall back in that ball rounded. Come back up and sit tall. Good. We take it down. We lift it up. I want to exhale on the down. Inhale on the up. Chin to chest. Navel goes to the ball first. Lift up, melt those shoulders down. I'm rounding, so don't go back flat back. That's another exercise. Stay rounded inside that tractor tire, then you go up the wall. 1 more. Exhale down. And then inhale up. Now, I'm going to change that breath. I'm going to do a hinge back. So I'm going to go flat back, and then exhale up. Inhale, it's flat, it's flat. I just touched the ball barely. So this time, I'm not going real heavy on that ball. I tap it, and I bring it back up. So from the crown of the head to your tail is going long, and then we bring it up. Can you feel it? Inhale, and exhale. So now, let's change it a little bit. Let's rotate towards me, towards the screen. Then we hinge back. We bring it up and center. Rotate tall. Stay tall as you hinge back. Bring it up and center. Inhale. That's one big inhale, come up, exhale. Twist, lengthen, lift, work those abdominals, reach, lengthen, lift, finish with the last one. Make it your best one yet. Rotate first. Keep the long spine. Bring it up and release. Okay, take that ball off to the side. So all our props are going to be off to the side, except I want the loop band now. So all the props off to the side. I'm going to put my feet through, and they're right there. Take your feet through that loop and put it halfway up your thigh. And you don't have to use a loop band. If you want more support for the side of your body or as a reminder, you're more than welcome to put the ball there and just make sure you're not collapsed on it. So that's an option. You don't have to use the ball. All right, so I'm going to be propped up. You can also be lying on your side. So you want your head on this side of your mat and your feet on this side. My knees are towards the top edge of the mat. I'm going to start with little clams here. I'm going to lift up and down. So if you don't have a loop band, you could put a hand weight right here on your thigh. If you have a long band, you can tie it. You don't have to use anything at all. Don't collapse. Yep, so take your right hand, grab your rib cage, pull it up. Now put your hand down to keep that lifted. Yep. So that's a reminder to keep this rib cage lifted, right? Because when this sinks, this has all the weight, and now I'm out of alignment. You can also put your hand behind your head if you want to feel the chest opening more. We go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your whole leg, lift it up, and take it down. We always have opposition, right? So my bottom leg is pushing down as my top leg lifts up. Good. We're going to go for 4, 3, yes, 2. Now hold this one up and just extend the leg straight, bend it, push it back, right over the other leg. So I'm going to go forward, and then I'm going to press long, but my hip can't go with me. Extend straight and bend. Push back and bend. Kick forward, back to your table, back, forward. So I'm not really on the forward one moving my quad. I'm just straightening it. Now I'll move it as I push back. And you want to straighten behind you. I straighten in front, straighten and back. One more, just make sure you got it. Forward, bend, press back, and then lower that leg. Come into a quadruped position, so just spin. Doesn't matter if you can see me or not. Now that leg that was just working, you'll know which one it was. I want you to lengthen it behind you. And we're going to lift it a little bit and then lower. Don't go too crazy, and you'll know you're lifting too high, especially if that band starts to roll up that thigh. Now look down at that standing leg and make sure you got your hip and your knee in a straight line. And make sure the knee's under the hip, right? Lift and lower. How are the shoulders? They connected to your back? Is the crown of your head reaching long? Good. You can also be on your forearms for wrist issues. Lift and lower, lift and lower. We're going to go for 4 more. I hope you feel something working. 3. I hope your belly's staying engaged. 2. Hold this one up. We're going to do little pulses up and up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Lengthen your spine more. Give me 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now bring the knee parallel to their leg, and we're going to do hip circles. We're going to start by pressing the knee away from our center. So we're going to go out, up, and around. Out, up, and around. Someone in class this morning asked for some hip work. You feeling your hips? Yes. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now reverse, go up first and then away from your center. 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3. You got 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Stay strong. 2. And then we're going to stretch these wrists because they've been in flexion for a while. So stretch back, make cups with your hands, release those wrists. That was amazing. Okay, switch sides. So your head's going to go to the other side. If you need that reminder to keep that rib cage lifted, put the ball underneath you to remind you to stay off the ball, not to lean on the ball. So knees go to the front of your mat, shoulder over elbow, pull that rib cage in, pull the navel in and up, fingers for balance, or behind the head, we clam up and down. 2. Why does time go by so fast in these classes? Connect your sides of your feet. Yep. No collapsing, no collapsing. If the band's too hard, get rid of it and never have the band on your knees. Okay, it's got to be above the knees. So some of us are close, but we're not on it. Lift and lower. Remember, you can come and lie on your side. If this is bothering your shoulder, lift. We go for 4. You got to feel that belly also engage and pull in when you lift. And 2. And 1. Now take the whole leg up and down. 2, 3, woohoo, 4. Remember, this leg was just stabilizing you. So I should have done something ab work, right? Then went to the side. Sorry. Hold this one up. Kick it out. Bend. Reach. I personally love that reach back. I love to feel that length in my hip. But remember, you're squeezing that glute to reach back, and the belly is pulling in when you take that leg forward, just like in your front back on side kick series. And we lengthen. Notice though my hip, my top hip is not going anywhere, meaning I'm not leaning back and I'm not coming forward. They're stacked, they're staying still. Holy burn. This must be my weaker side. Yeah, either that or it's tired from stabilizing. It could be a little bit of both. And kick, and press, and kick. Last one, and return. It's still there? Okay, come into that quadruped position. Woo! I'm going to use my wrist supports just in case they get cranky. Now that leg that was just lifting, straighten it behind you. I'm sure you know which one it was. You can still feel it going womp, womp, womp. Here we go. Up and down. Relax those shoulders. We lift up and down. And I'm not just lifting up and down. I'm thinking of lengthening that leg longer as the crown of my head is lengthening longer. So you always want to think of long. How about those shoulders? Are you squeezing lemons in your armpits? Or are you pulling that navel in and up? Are you firing the glute muscle when you bring this leg up? And we're going to go for 4 and 3 and 2. Hold this one up. We're going to pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Make sure hip and knee are in a straight line. 4, 3, 2. Now bring that knee parallel, and we're going to do 8 outward hip circles. We go out, up, and around. Out, up, and around. And 3. There's 4. 4 more. You got this. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now let's reverse. Let's go up, away, and down. 7. Good. 6. 5. 4. Love these. 3. I know you do too. 2. And 1. Stretch back those wrists. Okay, I want to slide my band down my leg, and I want you to get back into that quadruped position for me. One more little gift to you today. Okay, so I'm going to be doing forearm plank, and then I'm going to add little tap outs, alternating tap outs if you want. okay? And you always lower to your knees when you need a break. Now, forearms are not good for you. By all means, go to extended arms, okay? But I'm gonna be on my forearms. You guys ready? Here we go. So the band is tight. I'm gonna lengthen the crown of my head to my tail. Now, you know how you do a pelvic tilt when you're going into a bridge? Tilt the pelvis a little bit, flatten out that lower back, and engage the abdominals more, okay? And that's gonna take away anything like this. If your booty's sticking up, you're gonna curl the tail towards your navel. Yep. Don't forget to breathe. You never wanna feel strain in your back or your neck or your shoulders. Try to hide your shoulder blades. So I'm pushing my back up against that ceiling, flattening those blades. Then I'm gonna take my right foot out and in, and then my left. So I've gotta have strong inner outer thighs to support my knees because one leg is kind of holding me up for a brief second. So if this does not feel good to your knees, don't do it. Out and in, out and in, out and in. Now I'm gonna be nice because I know we're towards the end of the class and we're tired. I'm gonna go out and in twice. And I'm gonna hold my knees here for 4, 3, 2, knees back off. Take the foot out and in, other foot, lower the knees, 2, 3, straighten those legs. And I'm gonna go out and in, out. Lower your knees. You can stay here longer if you need to. And stretch it out, in, out, in, down, 2, 3, out, in, lower, 3, 2, out, in, down, 2, 3, out, in. This is your last one. We stay to our knees and stretch back. Woo, yeah, I hear ya. That's a woo. Okay, onto your seat. So close, so close. I want you to lower that band so it's behind your feet. So the legs have to be far enough apart that the band is tight, okay? Grab back onto your ball. I'm gonna reach a little bit away from me, and I'm gonna come back. So feel like you could watch a commercial like this. So get the ball where it needs to go, okay? You're more than welcome to put your forearms, your elbows down to give you more support. I'm gonna hold it right here. I'm gonna drive one knee in at a time. And I'm alternating. So I press my legs out. I'm keeping a little bit of a bend to them. Can you feel your abdominals? If you feel it in your neck or your back, you gotta have more support. Okay, the ball is there. Lay back on the ball. Don't fight away from the ball. Now, next time when the knee comes in, I'm gonna twist that opposite arm over towards that thigh. Ho, ho, hello. I'm giving you lots of gifts today. I am. 8, come on. 7, 6, 5, 4, love these. 3, I know you do too. And bring it up. Okay. Straighten your legs. Flex your feet. Sit tall and hold the ball chest height. Okay? So I'm gonna have a little bit of air pressed out of that ball. Inhale up, exhale towards the front of the room. Shh, shh. Inhale, exhale, press into the ball. Inhale, shh, shh. And those 2 exhales, I'm trying to rotate a little more on that second exhale. My neck must stay with the rest of my spine. So if my spine stops here, I don't keep my head going, right? Shh. Can you try to sit taller like you're sitting on thumbtacks? Open your chest. And one more. And then the ball is going to go down. You're going to roll it towards those feet. It's towards the floor. Roll it back so you can just lengthen your spine. I'm rolling it, so I'm not doing this. I'm just rolling it to the fingertips. Chin to chest, round forward towards your band. Shoulders connect. Lift up in that diagonal. Feel your belly picking you back up. Take it forward. So when I come up, I'm more like into a diagonal versus all the way up. Okay. 2 more. Exhale forward. Think a spine stretch. Inhale, melt your shoulders. And then we exhale forward and melt those shoulders. Release that ball and roll all the way back. Take your time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take the arms behind your head, the hands behind your head, and bend those knees. Okay. So I'm going to take my right foot to a tabletop, crunch up, and take it down. Left leg. It doesn't have to be a perfect tabletop. I'm just bringing that leg up, exhaling and crunching in. Elbows are wide. You got it. Use your breath, all the air out as you curl up. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms to your side. Curl that tail under and give me a lovely bridge. Now I want you to tilt your pelvis to your right and lower the hips down a little bit and then center that pelvis. And then tilt it to your left. We lower down a little bit, up and center it. Tilt to the right, up and open. Tilt. Inhale right, exhale center, inhale left. Now hold it here, fix that bridge. Arms go behind you, they float. Now give me a nice big inhale, keep your arms back there, and exhale as you melt back onto the mat, vertebra by vertebra. Good, and hug your knees in. Once you take your hands, grab onto that band, and zip your legs straight up. And pull, I'm going to bend my elbows and see if I can pull. I'm going to slide my feet together now. And I'm going to pull my legs towards me. Try to lengthen the back of those knees. Yes. Beautiful stretch here. Don't forget to breathe. Yes. Bend those knees and rock yourself up. Release the band. I want you to cross your right ankle over your straight left leg. So it's up on the quad. I'm going to hinge forward. You should feel that stretch in that piriformis and that glute of the side of the leg that's bent. Good. And switch the legs out. Right leg is straight. Left ankle crosses over the quad. We hinge forward. Relax the neck and shoulders. Feel your glutes pressing back as your chest is coming forward. And then you're going to be a little butterfly stretch. So the palms of your feet come together, grab onto your ankles. Elbows push those knees down. I think I made class a little easy for you guys today. No? Okay. And then come into a quadruped position. Final one here. No planks. I know I make you nervous every time I get in this position now, right? So we're going to stick everything out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, melt those shoulders. Exhale. Now my heels will come together. My knees are going to go apart. And I'm going to do my final little child's pose here. Really nice and wide knees to really let those hips get a lovely stretch. You can rest your head on the mat. You can stack your fists and rest your forehead there. Just end in a really feel-good stretch. Now give me one final breath, and can you feel your rib cage open up like in an accordion? And then exhale, funnel it back in and down towards your hips. And you have made it. Good job today. Planksgiving, we love it.